Hi, my name's Ted Turnau, and I teach culture, media, and religious studies in Prague, Czech Republic, which puts me really nice and close to the UK, so I bop over there every so often to do some speaking. And I was ecstatic when Mel Lacey asked me to do some lectures and workshops and lead discussions for equipping youth workers and children's workers in a new initiative called Growing Young Disciples. And I'll tell you why I'm so pumped to do this. I'm so psyched to do this. First of all, a couple years back, I wrote a book. See, it's got this nice psychedelic cover called Apologetics, and it's basically just how do we as Christians understand and respond to popular culture? What do we do? How do we do that? And after writing the book, I was traveling around, speaking in different places, kind of giving workshops and things like that. And the reaction I got at every single place that I stopped and spoke was, wow, this is really great. But my kids will never get this. How do you do this with kids? How do you do this? And that told me that there was a real gap, a real need for doing this. But little did they know that this stuff actually came from, or had its origin in, my experience as a youth pastor. I was a youth pastor for 6 years at a Korean church, and it taught me a lot about kids, and it taught me a lot about culture, and it taught me the number one thing it taught me is I knew nothing. Right? I had no idea what I was doing when I went into be a youth pastor at that church, and I would really like to spare youth pastors and children's workers that. But the other thing it taught me was, once I realized I knew nothing, that one of the best ways in engaging my kids in the questions that matter was getting into their worlds, and their worlds were heavily cultured, heavily contoured by popular culture. That's what colors their world. That's the lens through which they see. And either as a youth worker or a children's worker, you're going to engage that, or you're going to ignore it and try to pretend that you're in a Christian bubble. You ain't in a Christian bubble. These kids are there. And I think the Christian bubble is one of the worst things for the church anyway, if it wants to be salt and light in the societies that it's placed us. Anyway, that's sort of my rant. If you want more rant, I won't just rant. I'll be nice. But seriously, I would love to engage you guys with this stuff. I'd love to share stuff that I think I've learned over the years. And I want to pass it on to you. So, if you can, I've heard that there's some spaces left. You should join us October, 22nd through 26th. That's a Monday through Friday. I'm taking off my fall break from uni to do this, and I'd really love it if you can join us. Okay? So, take care. Hope to see you there. Bye.